Imagine looking at Mars and suddenly seeing rocks that look exactly like ancient coral reefs. That's not science fiction. It's what NASA's Curiosity rover recently encountered, and the discovery is stirring up old debates all over again. Could these bizarre formations actually be remnants of life? Or is there a simpler, more earthly explanation? Get ready, because this is the kind of mystery that gets people arguing. Throughout their long missions, NASA's Mars rovers has spotted all sorts of odd-shaped rocks scattered across the red planet. Some are jagged, others smooth, but many are downright strange, almost like something from a fantasy novel. The latest Martian surprise comes from Curiosity, which landed yet another puzzle when it photographed two intriguing rock formations inside Gale Crater. These rocks don't just bear a vague resemblance. Their branch-like shapes closely mimic fossilized coral we see in Earth's ancient seas. It's enough to make anyone wonder, are we looking at evidence of ancient Martian life? But here's where it gets controversial. According to NASA scientists, these rocks aren't fossils at all. In their official reports, they explain that Mars's thin but persistent winds have been sculpting rocks for billions of years, creating shapes that can look eerily familiar to us. Think of it as nature's own Martian art, carved grain by endless gusts of sand. Still, the uncanny resemblance to coral leaves plenty of room for imagination and debate. Let's dig a little deeper into what Curiosity found. The first of these odd rocks was given the nickname Papasso by the mission team. Curiosity captured detailed close-up images of Papasso on July 24, 2025, using its Mars Hand Lens Imager, MALI. In those images, every groove and branch stands out, showing just how intricate these structures are. A wider context shot confirms Papasso's placement in the rugged Martian landscape, making it all the more remarkable. Not far away, Curiosity found another look-alike, which scientists dubbed Punta de Lobos. This formation, photographed the very same day using the rover's KenCam camera, displays even more pronounced branching, so much so that even in the lower resolution image, the resemblance to coral is unmistakable. It's enough to give anyone pause. And it's easy to see why some might hope for a groundbreaking discovery. So, are these the long sought-after signs that life once thrived on Mars? NASA says not so fast. The real story, according to researchers, is that Gale Crater used to hold a lake billions of years ago. Over time, water in that ancient lake carried minerals through cracks in the rocks. When the water eventually evaporated, these minerals hardened and remained trapped. What we see today is the result of wind relentlessly sandblasting away the softer rock, gradually exposing these fantastical shapes. And this is the part most people miss. Even though the rocks may not be alien fossils, their existence tells us a lot about Mars' history. They offer a window into the planet's dramatic transformation from a wet world to the arid dust bowl we study today. That's every bit as intriguing if you care about understanding our solar system. In fact, this isn't even the first time Curiosity has come across such formations. Back in February 2022, the rover photographed a formation so complex it reminded scientists of both coral and a flower. Each time, the story was the same. Minerals left behind after water vanished, then shaped into oddities by the ceaseless wind. But the surprises don't end there. Over in Jezero Crater, NASA's Perseverance rover recently snapped a picture of a rock formation that looked uncannily like a Dumbo octopus resting on the seafloor. Instead of branches, this rock is studded with round nodules, features known as concretions, which often form when minerals accumulate in wet conditions. These discoveries keep raising the tantalizing question, could some of these unusual shapes actually hint at ancient Martian life, like microbial colonies that left marks in the rocks? Here's where the debate gets hotter. So far, scientists insist none of these formations are evidence of life. But how confident can we be? Given Mars' watery past and our limited ability to analyze these rocks directly, could we be overlooking subtle clues simply because they don't fit our expectations? Bottom line, strange rocks resembling coral continue to pop up on Mars, most recently discovered by Curiosity in Gale Crater. While the official story is that these are wind-carved geological wonders, not fossils, the door is still cracked open for new interpretations. What do you think? Are we being too quick to dismiss potential signs of life? Or is skepticism the best approach? Have you spotted a new angle in these images that others have missed? Dive into the comments. Do you side with the cautious scientists, or are you willing to speculate about Martian life? Let the debate begin.